$350 Morgan and Peace dollar Culls. How do we manage this sale? We had a lot of buybacks today. We had some selling, yes, but we had a lot of buybacks today at the shop. What is really going on out there? I'm going to try to digress this. It seems like it's happening more and more, but we're going to look into it. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. That helps get the videos out to more and more people. Don't forget the Pinbacks giveaway. I'm still surprised. I don't have a lot of people who've signed up for that yet. We still got time. I'll post a link in the comment section below. It's free to get it to your doorstep. It don't cost you a dime. Why not sign up if you are eligible to win? We're going to do the drawing this Saturday, August 30th. I got two major rules. You must be subscribed. That's free. You must live in the United States. I know. The ones that don't live in the United States, I apologize, but I'm not dealing with customs. Let's get into it. $350 Morgan and Peace dollar calls came in the shop as well today. So how do we process this one? They were all calls. I mean, they were beat up, toned up. This really bad looking coins. I'm trying to give you a couple of different examples here, but some of them were really, really bad. You know, mine are not that bad. I mean, that I can say they're calls. Maybe this one here, but some of them look like that worn down, a little bit worse. You couldn't see the lines on the feathers. We call those calls. So we had 3 and 50. So what do we offer this guy? We offer him 29 bucks a piece. He said, "You're gonna pay that much?" Yeah. I think we're gonna be at 30. I says, "I think we're gonna be at 30 bucks a piece." And I says, "That was what we're gonna sell them for. We're gonna make $1 off you on each one." He says, This came from another coin shop. He says, they're offering me $27.50. Wow, that low? No, we got to do the right thing. This is why I say to you all, find a good coin shop. Shop around like this guy did. This guy was happy, happy, happy. That's what you want. You want happy customers. So we processed the transaction, gave him a check. He's out the door happy as lipstick on the pig, I guess but you can say, and he's just happy. So we're trying to process these, and the owner asked us how much we buy them for. I says 29 bucks. He says, "You know what I want to do?" I says, "What's that?" He says, "Take him out the door, blow him out the door for $29.50." He says, "Let's just go 50 cents over than we pay for them." He says, "They're ugly." He says, "I don't want to melt them," but he says, we're just gonna let them fly out the door at $29.50. Well, they're not all gone, all right? 60 of them are all gone. 60 of them are all gone. This is how you stop the melt, my friends. Offer your customers a deal of a lifetime. Don't mean you're gonna make a ton of money every single transaction. We don't make a ton of money every single transaction. It's about moving ounces out the gosh darn door. And that's how you do it. You treat the customers right. And this is key in this business. Honesty, transparency is how you bring more customers in. And I tell you, it works. This is why our owners not need to advertise. He has never advertised in his life. Never, never, never. No ads on TV, no ads in newspaper. It's been word of mouth. Everybody's got a cell phone this day and age. People are texting. People are always calling up, "Can you hold 30? No, we're not holding any. It's first in, first out. You come here, we're not doing that type of deal with these. We're not emailing nobody. It's you come in the store, you see it. That is how it is going to be done. And so people understand that. You know, well, we said, well, yeah, on some things, you know, people get used to certain things. And like I've said in the precious metals, you can't get used to anything. You can't get used to any dips, monkey hammer days on Fridays or anything like that. You can't get used to nothing, how any business is going to operate. But this is how we stop the melt. We don't send it in. It's a shame. You know, it's a shame. Talked to another coin shop in California today. Says the coin shop about 30 miles away is just burning and burning and burning. He's not really, he's got not much in the store, he's just turning and burning. That's what he's doing in California. It's crazy. Look, we want to stop the melt, right? Put it in the comments section. Get it on other channels that gloat about it. Stop the melt. Let them know that I sent you. I don't care. Let's get the word out. I'm the creator of Stop the Melt. Let's get the word out there. Let's keep on these coin shops and pawn shops who love to melt. I'm going to say that every single video. Let's wake these coin shops and pawn shops up. We demand to stop the melt today. What else is going on at the coin shop? Like I said, we've had a lot of buybacks. It's a little scary, to be honest with you, how many people need the money. For all different reasons. You know, for all different reasons. I'm seeing a lot of job loss. And people are scared. And they're panicked. Guy came in. He had 30 germanium mint bars, 5-ounce bars. All in boxes, alright? Yeah, I got them too. 30 of them. Got another one here. He says, I need the money. He says, my wife left me. She took everything I had. But he says he didn't get what was in my friend's house. I got a safe for silver and gold she didn't know about. So he's starting to sell a little bit off. He didn't have any silver and gold at home. He said, I had $13,000 in cash in the safe and it's gone. His wife ran off with it. Not divorced yet. Just left him. Took the cash. It's heartbreaking. So he says, what's the best you can do for me on this? I says, well, these I can actually pay up for. I said, these I can go a buck 75 over melt. Over spot price. So he says, you kidding me? I said, no. I said, I'm going to blow him at the door for $325. It's a name brand. We can get it. We had some already. He was another happy customer. There's a lot of trouble out there right now, my friends. People need money for this. People need money for food, I heard today. I was in and out of the coin shop all day. It's sad. It is really sad what is really going on out there. And then we got coin shops and pawn shops melting our history down. Shame on them. It's alright. I'll tell you. Because these coin shops that are gloating now, when this all turns around, when the next crisis happens, and we're already in the crisis, people are just not aware of it, how much your dollar's losing value. These will be the same coin shops. They're going to be crying and moaning they don't have anymore. I guarantee you that. But if I start to cry, complain that we don't have any, but we didn't smell it down. We're doing everything we can to help every single customer out. We pay up on the good stuff. The good stuff sells a lot faster. The name brand stuff sells a lot faster. Generic stuff, depending on what it is, if we need it, and this is where we get into sometimes an argument with people, not really an argument. You're trying to, alright, you have XYZ on hand. Where do you place this? We try not to refuse any sales. Or not any sales, any buybacks, I should say. Unless they're really nasty and they call back like yesterday, yeah, I refuse that one. But that's a whole different story. Where do you price some of this stuff? You know some of the stuff's moving a lot slower out the door. But in the back of your mind, you know eventually it's going to pick up again. But yes, we do have to stay capitalized too. So we gotta, we spent $45,000, something like that this morning on one transaction. So you have to be really considerate of what you spent for that day already. That week, 2 weeks ago, yeah, we got the cash flow. You try to be fair. You try not to turn anybody away. We haven't turned anybody away yet. Could that happen? Yes. Can some of these coin shops refuse some of these items? Absolutely. I think you're going to see it too. I think it's probably always starting to happen. But to have capital in this business, you know, you got to be honest with your customers. You got to have cash flow. Some of these coin shops don't even use a dealer at all. They just rely what comes in the shop through the front door. And some of them are getting a ton of it into the front door. If your coin shop is really lowballing you, check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. They do buyback, my friends. Call Michael, call Brian up. Let them know that I sent you for a buyback. See what they can offer you for the buybacks. You might not like the price either, but remember, it's always an offer. You got different ways to sell. You got eBay, you got Etsy, you got whatnot. You got do it yourself at a yard sale or flea market. You got, there's so many other different platforms you can sell on. You can sell on Facebook Marketplace. Just be aware of that one. Now, I get some criticized comments when I say when you do eBay, when you do Facebook Marketplace, meet at a local police station. No, the police don't want your silver and gold, my friends. All you're letting them know is what's going down in their parking lot, so they don't think there's something else going down that's not supposed to be going down in their parking lot. Let them know what you're doing. Maybe they have an inside room where you both can transact right there and there in the police station. Some of them do have it. It's a lot safer for both parties. Instead of meet up somewhere where it's really local, where a lot of people are. Bring a friend with you. You know, if you don't want to go to the police station. But that's where I recommend. The police stations are not going to take your silver and gold away from you. Just let them know ahead of time. Call them up. Don't call the emergency line, though, because it's not an emergency. Call the direct number. And ask them if they have a special room or in the lobby that you can transact a deal. They'll be fine with it. Moving forward, today was a good buyback day. I don't like seeing the buybacks. I don't like to seeing the hurt out there. But you're going to see more of this, I'm afraid. I just want to warn you folks once again. And I've done this warning before. Cost average out. Don't mean you're going to sell it all at one time. And I think some people get in their minds they got to sell it all at one time. And we try to ask people, do you have to sell it all at one time? If not, break the transactions up. Especially if you live very close to a coin shop. That's use a coin shop as you use your bank. Just put it bluntly. You're not using anybody. You're just using them as you need to. This is why it's crucial to build a local relationship with your local coin shop or pawn shop. There's a lot of good pawn shops out there too. I know there's a lot of good pawn shops. I know there's a lot of not so good pawn shops. I get it. Pawn shops get the bad name a lot. But really, there are some good pawn shops out there, my friends. You just have to find out which ones are which. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen next week. Be careful of the videos of $500, $600, $700 silver, $15,000 gold. This is not why we're pressing silver and gold. If we see $300, $400, $500 silver, if we see $15,000 gold Houston, we got a problem. Prices are going up. All right, today I went to Winn-Dixie. Classical pasta sauce, regular price, $4.18 a jar. That's their normal price. It was on sale 2 for $5. Almost buy one get one free. Not quite. 2 for $5 is not a bad price. But $4.18 for a jar of pasta sauce? Are you out of your gosh darn minds? Prices are not going down, my friends. Prices are going up. We done the Pepsi indicator. We done the Milky Way indicator on this channel. We have to be realistic. Silver and gold are not going to get you rich. I think I've proven that point over and over again. People like to make those thumbnails. Silver and gold are going to make you rich. They get thousands of views. Well, I sure hell ain't rich yet from silver or gold. You know, we might see some crazy numbers. I think once we get over 40, you're going to see a lot more selling. It goes to 50, it's going to see a lot more selling. But you're all going to see the panic buying too. Panic buying will start coming in about $42, $43 silver. Gold, don't know what's going to happen with gold. Okay? People are panicking, and they're panicking both ways. Buying it and selling it. We sold some gold just today. All right, we sold some gold. We had 2 ounces of platinum today. Those were gone out the door. Both platinum eagles that came in two days ago. They're out the door to today. We get it in, we move it out, but we don't melt. There's the difference. Coin shops can survive without smelting. They're just lazy. That's what it is, my friends. Don't buy it. Don't buy these people who do YouTube. Oh, it's not selling. I will call it again. Bull crap is not selling. Yes, you're seeing people bringing it into you to sell it to you. On the backside of it, is it every single day that people are buying as much as selling? No. All right? No. But there is some days we do better selling than people buying back. But I call hogwash when they say they're not selling anything. Hogwash. That's what it is. It's a shame. We got to stop the milk. Put that in the comment section below. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. There's no deals right now. The Morgan dollars were, when they were on sale, you guys have bought them out. You guys and girls bought them out. Peace dollars, they're gone right now. You guys and girls bought those out. I'm kind of surprised how fast those went. But I warned they were going to go fast. Warned about the silver quarters. Not sure if they got any silver quarters in. You can take a look. Last night they had 6 rolls left. So that's, you know, things are starting tying up in the market. We gained too much melting going on. Stop the melt. Put it in the comments. Share this video out, my friends. Let's get this word out. Let's protect our history today. We gotta end it right now. Stop the melt. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway coming up. It's this Saturday, August 30th. Why wouldn't anybody want to win over 5 ounces of collectible silver? It's all in the giveaway video. I show you everything you're going to win. One lucky winner is going to win the whole shebang. But this is the most important right now. Stop the melt. Stop the melt of our history. Stop gloating about melting it. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. Thank you for your support. I'm out of here.